And welcome back to the Mark Few Show. Well, I tell you, Stephen Gray's got to be the star of the show this year for the Gonzaga basketball program, right? He's the senior guard. That's what senior guards do here at Gonzaga. He's also possibly the star of another show here on campus, and he's grabbed his sidekick teammate Kelly Olynyk as well. They hit the hardwood to the theater wood. Here's more with John Fritz.
The stage is set for another stirring season. For Gonzaga's opponents, at times it is almost tragic the depth they have to deal with. But for all the versatility the Bulldogs bring, no one shows range like senior Stephen Gray and sophomore Kelly Olynyk.
His name is Romeo.
Playmakers unlike any Shakespeare might have imagined.
Yes! Better, sir! You lied!
They're here because they're here to work and they do very well. I think they do very well in the show.
I personally am really happy that they come do it because they're both great at it.
They are just salt of the earth, wonderful people to work with. I think a tremendous asset to our production.
Thou consortest with Romeo!
A headliner on the hardwood, transformed here into Tibble.
Thou art a villain!
Rival to Romeo.
He is a hot-headed individual who is always looking to fight.
And a 7-foot rendition of Abraham treading new boards.
Do you fight your thumb at us, sir?
We started putting Kelly in, and he was just stealing the stage, like taking one from what he was doing, and two because he's so huge.
It's a whole different world, basically. Different people, different settings. But I really enjoy it.
I mean, it really is like a whole nother team. I mean, you're all working for the same goal to put on this great show. You have all these people audition for certain parts in the play, and you're just thrown together, you know, that last little bit, and how quickly you sort of bond, and how welcoming they were to have me and Kelly come into the play. And
I found our cast just to be very, very embracing, very understanding that those guys are doing something that advances the university over here, and then as soon as they're done, they hustle across campus and put themselves to work here advancing the university in this way.
Be quiet! Bring shame on the
From Magnuson Theater to McCarthy Athletic Center, teammates who hit the mark no matter the playbook.
These men with me. What? Drunk. And talk of peace. I hate the word, because I hate hell, all on you and thee. Have at it, coward.
It's very difficult. One night when we had been here for about 3 hours, working on fights, I heard Stephen Gray packing his stuff up, and he was saying to one of the other actors that that's as hard as practice. And I know from my own experience, it is.
Working with Stephen was great. I mean, he, obviously being an athlete, he kind of knows how to move his body, how to do everything really well, and he really gets into it. And I do too, so I always thought, I mean, our fight was just really cool.
Characters like Tibble and Mercutio, those are the characters that really know how to handle swords. You just slowly pick up the speed to where you can really feel like, oh, I have to block here, and you can think about how my character is engaging in these fights.
You know, it's so funny to just, you know, be trying so hard to hate someone on stage, and as soon as you get off stage, you know, it's hanging out.
A tragedy that's ending has its happy lining.
You know, it's always good to see someone new trying to act. You know, it's a learning process with anybody, and it's always fun to see someone bring you something new to the table.
I mean, I kind of just know them as actors, and it's been really fun just getting to know them, and they've been working really hard.
This one has got a great team atmosphere about it. This is a team effort as much as anything that happens over on the hardwood at the McCarthy Center is.
The final act there means it's almost time for the opening one here.
Well, Gonzaga University's production of Romeo and Juliet wrapped up this week to a sellout crowd every night. Way to go, Stephen. Way to go, Kelly. All right, coming up on the Mark Few Show, we're talking subs, the depth of this year's team. Stay with us, and remember, Gonzaga and Illinois are coming to Key Arena Saturday, December 4th for the 2010 Comcast Battle in Seattle. Catch two championship contenders in a rematch of last year's overtime thriller. Tickets on sale now at all Ticketmaster outlets. We'll be right back. And welcome back to the Mark Few Show. We have a brand new segment this year. It's called the Subway Sub of the Week. And obviously, if you read into that, we're going to highlight one of the great subs that you have coming in off the bench. And obviously, you haven't played a game yet. So let's just talk about who that could be. You have a great rotation this year at 3, 4, and 5, and they're very big. Rob, Elias, Kelly, and Sam Dower. A lot of fans don't know yet, but they will.
Yeah,
versatile
that gives us
choices. Huh?
Yeah, very, very much so. Each one brings a little different entity. Yeah, obviously, Rob's a physical presence, both defensively and offensively, is just continuing to improve himself offensively. If we think back to where he was, you know, his freshman year, a great leader, great energy, much like Pargo when he walks into a room or a practice, if you remember back those days. You know, I think poised for a big year. Elias, everybody knows, you know, very dynamic, explosive, you know, can hurt you in a lot of different ways. Had just a terrific freshman year. Can be a human highlight reel at times when he's really out aggressively involved in the game. Kelly Olynyk, I think, has a chance if we can get him, you know, to just slow down and buy into. He's a very, very smart, intelligent player that's extremely skilled, and I think he's got a real future ahead of him as a very, very smart, tough, intelligent player that can hurt you in a lot of ways, inside and out. And then obviously Sam. Sam's a guy, scoring comes easy to Sam. He's got a really nice touch with the basketball, left-handed, and he can really score the ball, and also in a variety of ways, from inside to outside to mid-range, and it's probably our best shot blocker too. So nice to have 4 guys in there that can play and all bring something different.
And that is our Subway Sub of the Week. Make sure to visit your local Subway restaurant today for the newest $5 footlong, the Subway Club. It's Jared's favorite, and just $5, only at Subway restaurants, proud sponsors of the Gonzaga Bulldogs. Coming up on the Mark Few Show, we'll talk about the exhibition game, and we'll wrap up week 1 of the Mark Few Show Season 2. We'll be back. All right, welcome back to the Mark Few Show. Our final segment, the exhibition game. What do you hope to get out of an exhibition game?
Well, obviously, to get out in front of our fans, get out under the lights, kind of work your way through all the anxiety that comes with that, kind of putting everything together and finally getting to play another opponent. We will already have scrimmage Texas, so I think that gives us 2 great barometers for you know, our basketball team early. It certainly has worked out well in the past, and you know, the opportunity to get everybody out on the floor and use different combinations and try some different things, and just to kind of try to work all the kinks out, because you don't want any hiccups once the real one starts. So, you know, that's kind of what you look for. Also gives you an opportunity to get some things on tape where you're not playing yourselves, where they don't know what every move you're making or your personnel inside and out, to kind of see how that looks.
Are you excited about this team?
You know, I'm excited about all our teams. I think I always try to just stay there. To me, it's about teaching these guys. It's about developing them. and trying to get each team to reach their their full potential. So I really don't get too high and low. It's kind of it's a process that you go with. This team's fun to work with. They're coachable. Rob's personality is as you know, is larger than life and makes it fun. So it's a good group, and they're coachable, and that makes it a really good thing from a coaching standpoint.
As you know, it's the Mark Few Show. Ladies and gentlemen, have a great week, and we'll see you next week. Oh, and happy Halloween, by the way, too.
I think we're a very good core group, and I'm excited for this upcoming season.
With Rob and Elias, and Kelly had a big summer. Meach has been playing really well, and adding the new guys, getting Manny back. I mean, we have a good group of guys.
Showing leadership and just being a great leader on this team is what we need, especially for us to go further in the tournament.